is up, guys? It's Rogue TS here, coming at you with another video of equipment and gear that I'll be taking on investigations. So, what I have in my hand right now is an EVP. So, this is the Olympus EVP from Ghost Stop. Pretty sure it's like around $70, which you can get it for, but it's pretty decent. It's got a little USB, so there's on the back or right here, you can press this button up. There's a USB for it. I've used this thing countless times. I do apologize for the background noise. I'm very sorry about that. I have people in my home right now. But also, I've used this thing so many times. The battery life is just crazy. Have not had to charge it, and I've had it for months, like almost about half a year now. But I do have, so the EVP, also have the EMF. This is the K2 EMF detector. Pretty sure you all know how that works. But you know, I've used that a lot of times as well. It's a great device. Let's get to the next part. I'm gonna make this video fairly quick, so I'm just gonna run through all this stuff. If that's okay with you guys. So also I have a REM pod. That EMF detector I think was like $60 as well on Ghost Stop. So I got this on Ghost Stop as well. I do go to their site. This is not a sponsored video by any means, but you can go to Ghost Stop and get you some good stuff. It is a little pricey though. So this is a REM pod. Use this countless times. It takes a 9-volt battery. I have a pack of those. I think like a 4-pack. They're rechargeable. So you screw the antenna into this part right here, and then once you do that, you know, you turn it on. If they interact with the shell, they have to actually grab the shell of it for it to go off, or if they're around the antenna, like I think it's a couple inches, that'll go off, or if they hard grab the antenna, this light will start going off, but the other lights will start going off if like they touch the shell, they get around it and such. I use that device. It's a must-have in this situation. I also have cat balls. Cannot find out where I misplaced those, but they're motion sensor. They don't make noise or anything. They're also a must-have to use. You can just use them as like second REM pods pretty much. They just don't make no sound. Here we got the S-Box ghost scanner that I use. I got it in the bundle deal. I got the Estes eye mask, whatever you want to call it. And then I got the headphones as well. But I am not going to lie to you guys. I'm not bad-mouthing any design. These do not work for me. Like, they do not work. They have so much complication with hooking up to this. It could be my fault, but they don't work. So what I did was I actually got these from work, JBL brand. They're noise canceling. They're perfect. They are so perfect with this. I use it all the time, performing the Estes method. But if I'm solo, I'm not going to be performing the Estes method. I mean, it doesn't really make sense, and it could be a safety issue as well. If I have someone with me, then yes, Estes method is going to be in every single time. It's just something people enjoy. I enjoy doing it. I feel connected whenever I'm actually doing that. But yeah, that's pretty much that. I also have like this little grid, what is it? What would you say what this is? Like, it's like a grid, grid light pretty much, but you guys probably have seen it. I've never used it, so I've got to familiarize myself with that and use that. Next thing is I've got the good old Ovilus 5. So this one, how this works, this is not cheap at all. So Ovilus 5 looks like this. Turn it on the bottom, and you've got different things to go with. So you've got the talking mechanism. It uses the word bank that it has built into it. So if you, there it goes. Okay. They can put their energy in the back of it, and you know, pretty sure breezes and stuff like that, like air seeps into it, will make it go off as well. But if you have it someplace where there's not a breeze or anything like that, you know, where a cool draft is, you should be fine. They can put their energy into the back of it. It has a true or false It has a proximity one, but I mainly just use the talking. I also have apps on my phone. It's a GhostTube app. I have that that I use as well. And then also, speaking of GhostTube, I do have the GhostTube lens. So if you've all ever, man, if y'all ever seen that before, you put your phone into it, and instead of talking to you, it's going to morph images into it, and you're going to be able to see them. It's going to be an Estes method, pretty much. But you'll be able to see the images, and they can be from anywhere from like a ball in a room to the devil himself. And whatever they morph, you kind of depict the image and just kind of just explain what it is. You're like, I'm seeing a graveyard by a lake, something like that, you know. And you try to find out what it means and what they're trying to say to you and what they're trying to show you. There's that. That's pretty much the stuff as like ghost stuff that I have, that I use for investigations to interact, to help me figure out what's going on and for them to tell their story. So there's that. Let's get on to like some other equipment. So I've got, I don't know what brand these are, guys, but I got these off of Amazon. So they're infrared lights, not lights, infrared cameras, and they've got the infrared lights right here, and they're night vision. It says 8K on the side of it, but you're not gonna get like 60 FPS 8K. You might get like in your pictures, but I use 1080p 60 FPS, and that works best for me. It moves fast, moves at what I need when trying to capture stuff. But also, with speaking of the infrared light that it has, so it has night vision. I have extenders. So I have these, they're called like Andor. They're extenders. I got 2 of them for each camera. They can go from like 25 to 30 yards in pitch black darkness, and I can see that far. So I have that for the cameras, and then also I have these mics. They're kind of like, they're boom mics pretty much. They're not shotgun mics, not the ones that I want. These are the ones that came with them. So I will be upgrading here before long. Also have this case right here. I bought some extra batteries. Pretty sure they come with like 1 or 2 by themselves, but I bought a lot. So I've got like 5 or 6 extras. And then I have extra SD cards, and then like the actual chargers themselves in there. So, you know, I always try to keep all that stuff, because like if I'm in the middle of nowhere and I have no way to charge it, I also have a power bank. And I put the power bank in here. I swear I put it in here last night. But it's just a I think it said like a 60,000 mAh power bank. I'm not familiar with all that, but it can charge like your iPhone, I think 4 or 5 times full charge. It's really, really good. So I use that for this stuff, and then also I have these audio devices. Kind of, you've probably seen them before. These are cheapies. This is kind of more expensive. It's a rechargeable case. These look like this right here, and they just clip on. It's a good audio device. These are called Kukuho. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, so very sorry if I'm not. And then these are like the Jibalion. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but these were really good too. They just break super easy. Like this part right here, if you like be easy pulling it out of your phone, because if you yank it, that piece right there will like break off very easy. But they are like great for 20 bucks. They're great. This one's like 50 or 60 bucks. Yeah, and then also what I have my phone on right now is a selfie stick slash tripod. It goes like 50 inches, something like that. I have 2 more tripods as well, bigger ones that are like 60 to 70 inches, I'm pretty sure. So if I need to go stationary, if I'm not carrying a camera or my phone. And then I have a smaller one as well if I set it up on like a dresser or anything like that. It's just an extra that I use. But yeah, that's like pretty much it, besides the flashlights that the flashlights that I have. So I have these right here. They're like 5 to 10,000 lumens, something like that. So they're super, super good flashlights. They last a while too. You know, they have the different settings on SOS settings, strobe, everything. Then I have two of the Lev Pro headlamps. They're about like 2,000 lumens. Um, they're good too. If I don't have my hands free to actually work with my equipment, then I can do so. Having one, and then we'll say lastly, after I have a paranormal logbook as well. If I forget something, um, you know, so if I need to log something and I forget something, I could just write it down very easy. Here's the bag that all this stuff goes into. It's a ghost stock bag. It's like a camera bag pretty much. It's, I think, about $100. It's super good quality. I love it. That's comfortable. I just said lastly right there, and I have like two more things. Sorry. So I'm a fan of face masks whenever it comes to like pretty cool ones, like just, you know, like your regular freaking gators pretty much. So that's the Exorcist one. I also have a supernatural one that's super cool, and I can't find it right now. Uh, but then also have a supernatural bandana. That's super, super cool. I always take those with me. You never know, like, you know, whenever it's into the winter months and stuff and it's cold. Right now, I'm probably not going to take it. I'll just take my face mask, you know, just of like dust and everything, just getting up in your nose and all that. And then also, this should be lastly right here. I have a chest rig that I'll put the EMF in, just so you all can see it if my hands are full. Extra batteries, mags for my firearm. I always bring my firearm. You never know when you can get ran up on when you're doing these sort of things. You're going to abandoned buildings. Just be safe, you know. That's all that I care about when going and doing this, you know, and trying to get a really good experience rather than dealing with a lot of BS when it comes to people, you know, coming up on you and either trying to rob you, whatever it could be. Also carry zip ties. You never know when you're going to have something kind of mess up. You need to jerry rig something really quick. Zip ties are like your best friend. Or duct tape. Duct tape works too. You know, you got to get the content. You got to capture it. You're already there. So why not just go ahead and make the best of it? But yeah, guys. So also, I do want to say with the Unseen Ones channel, I'll just explain this. We're taking a little bit of time to get, the times and schedules aligned. When it comes to Wilson's schedule and my schedule, it's just not working out right now, and that's okay. That's why I created this personal one. I'll be going by myself a lot of the time, and then also inviting people that want to share the experience and do it for themselves as well. But I'm going to have weekly uploads, and then I'm going to have fillers throughout the week. I'm going to keep trying to upload shorts and everything like that, just to cover to the next video. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. Y'all have been so patient, and I'm really thankful for that. But no, we're gonna get on this. Tuesday night is when I'm going to do this investigation. This Tuesday. Wednesday, some point, it will be edited and uploaded. If I don't get sleep, I don't get sleep. I don't care. I'm gonna upload this stuff. It's just been going like on for a while that not uploading and leaving you guys hanging. So we're gonna stop that now, and we're gonna make time and get this stuff uploaded, explore everywhere that we can explore. I'm excited to do it. But yeah, that's pretty much it that I got in this video. If y'all don't care, to go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and then turn on notifications if you are excited and want to see more. Stay tuned for Tuesday or Wednesday when it'll be uploaded.